Awesome. We are live, guys. Welcome. Welcome to the ROG Academy Valorant 101 session where we talk about the current meta. I think we'll just wait for a couple more people to pop in. But yeah, like to give you the gist of what we're going to be going through today, I have these three tabs open. This is going to be the starting part, basically. I'm going to talk to you about the recent VCT and then the tournament right before that, where there was a different meta, right? And I want to show you the agents played and talk to you about how the meta has really sort of branched out and become very, very different. But hey, welcome, welcome. Hey, Mr. Mini Gaming One Day. For sure, man. I hope that you get to love that. Welcome to the stream. How are you guys? But yeah, so as you can see, I've got North America Stage 1 Masters open, and I think we all remember this. This is like the Omen dominant era. And over here, I've got, sorry, not that. Over here, I've got the Masters Reykjavik. Yeah, that's how you say it. Reykjavik stat page open, and you can see it's much more diverse. Like, even in terms of pure colors, if you forget about Astra and Sky, obviously, like, look at the just sort of spectrum, the way it's sort of spread out, it's way more diverse. And this is not even the most recent meta. The meta has changed the past few weeks since Masters Reykjavik has finished itself. So it's really cool seeing it sort of evolve. Hey, Sean, what's up, man? But yeah, like so the biggest change for me has been Omen, obviously, and that sort of gives you the crux of the entire meta. When this was going on, which was March, this is March, right? So when this was going on, Omen is 100%, 100%, 100%. Like what we can do actually is you can go to Europe and see how the meta there was different. So let me just Masters one. Hey, hold on. So in Europe, they played Viper a lot more, even before she was buffed. So that's why we can find the meta there. So like the meta there is a lot more caught up. So here you go. Europe Stage 1 Masters. You go to agents, you won't see as 100% Omen. You see 79% Omen. But on Bind and Icebox especially, teams had already started experimenting with the Viper. You see 80% Icebox. NA meanwhile, at that time it was 100% Omen. Every single map Omen was played. They did not dabble at all. And Europe is slightly different, but still, like you can see the dominance of a few agents in the meta. Sova in the same position. He gets 94%, but 74% here. And like these two agents sort of just dominated everything back in the day before Viper got her buffs, before Astra came in. And that's when like Master Reykjavik really took it turn. 34 phone में because डालना जरूरी था. Yeah, Ishan is above Flex Ninja. Nice. But if you go to Reykjavik now, look, there is no Omen, there is no Sova. Sova is still there, but not as much. Like 94, 74, he's down, even more. And obviously that's mainly because of Split being there, but he's still the, like, consistently 100% picked agent in Icebox. Jet as well, 100% picked in Icebox and Split, because this is where I feel like the meta has changed again since then. And I don't think Jet is going to continue being meta in Split. I expect it to start fall off a little bit, especially with like the क्या बोलते हैं, like operative changes to balance Jet nerfs will come in. So Jet will take a hit, and the idea is slowly but surely you have tournaments which have 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, all of that, like not necessarily zero, like the very less percent agents expanding till you reach this sort of tournament and more, where everything is branched out and any agent is viable. There is always the meta, but I think the current meta for Riot is where they are trying to make it as diverse as possible and have RG King of the World. Let's go in case pa. हेलो RG, बट इन्होंने अपडेट दे दे के खराब कर बॉट गेमरों पे. But yeah, guys, so that's the gist of it. Now, what I want to talk to you about after all of this is a particular match of ROG Academy, and then we will go into actually hold on. First, we'll go into game so I can show you guys a couple of things about how this meta works, and then we will go to a particular game of ROG Academy where I can point to you certain things that the team does that is of the current meta and certain things that is of the older meta and how the team is trying to adapt to the newer meta but still playing the older meta in certain maps where it'll take a little more time. So that difference is still there. Meta doesn't mean that just plays what is strong. People play what is comfortable, and they try to get what is strong, and that's certain metas, right? Like your team might favor the utility meta, a certain team might favor more gunfight meta. So like that's where difference comes in. Okay, now it's constructed. Okay, never mind. What? CNET is going bad. Hey, that is good, guys. My Streamlabs says everything is good. Your net is going bad then. Anyways, let me pull up the game. So, so the game there. Yeah, this should open up. Let's go to a custom game. So I'm gonna go to Bind, okay? Because I think Bind is the best map for me to be able to show you how things have really, really changed. Like it in the oldest meta, Bind used to be one of the simplest maps to play. Now it's ridiculously different how you play Bind, and the meta has sort of done that. As soon as you open the game, it starts to lag a little. I think it'll be fine. I think it's just because it's changing the screen. Should be better now. Let's see. Alright. So we'll pick up Viper first.
No one can hold their breath.
This is probably gonna drop my FPS a little, guys, but it'll be simple enough to just show you what I mean. To show you how teams are approaching this differently. So like I'll show you some basic things with Viper, what she can do, and then I'll go to the old meta to show you how these things used to be approached back in the day. So let's see. So why? Okay. So when you for me it's easier to find. It has 4 power points, right? Let me just reduce the volume a little bit. King Viper's voice. It's gonna get in our way. Let me turn everything on. And pause. So we'll start with the attacking side because I think the defense side is pretty simple for Bind. The attacking side is where I think is the biggest difference. For example, this is her most basic wall. Do this wall and look. Let's see. Let's have a look. I fell through. I need to change my ghost. What are these? There you go. I guess some cuz. Ghost killed me actually. But okay, same wall. The point becomes that a nice side. So same wall. It's there, but I'm not there to make it status. But it doesn't matter. There we go. This wall. Just for a defender, imagine you're you have to take care of others, and you have to take care of a shot. Now, a defender taking the shot could be playing over here. He could be playing here. He could be playing. Just like playing very defensive. But this is not a great position. But so this Viper wall, this single Viper wall cuts off this because this guy now can't see, and you can easily spam him because he doesn't know when you're gonna walk him. So of this angle, the best part of this is of the heaven angle. You see the guy at heaven, he'll get one whole peak when you're looking in. Mostly in general, he doesn't get a single peak, and the reason this is so impactful is because let me show you. Go over to raise now.
Surrounded by minha família. We won't lose.
I'm going over to raise because I want to show you how attack used to be. Like Viper really came into meta. There was still the same 4 power points. 4 power points was this, and this. So it's A shot, B shot, or as we call it, like A shot, and B long. Now, these power points, showers is very difficult to take because in the Omen meta, the way you really take showers is either by forcing a fight here, and you take the boombot, keep pushing like this, clear out, or you can do the same thing any ability. Like you can do this with a sword, for example, and you just and when you hear something to me,
There. There.
this thing, like a coming through hookah, same thing. I feel like this
Go get him.
for everything over here and for
There.
cyber. So this here for
Watching here.
and this I clear by myself. Then I will take you all. This is the Viper ball gives us is that when this information, the difference between the old meta and the new meta is how much information Viper is able to sort of deny to the opponent team, both on the attack and defense. Like I'll show you happens through the defense, right? One sec, let me
30
do
seconds
this.
left.
This.
Time to kneel.
It's not really shaky, it's cracking, it's cracking. Kya Vidya? Is the voice cracking for you? It's cracking. Alright, hold on, guys. I don't know why the voice, but I think I can fix it. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think it should be good now. Is it good? Shana Vidya. Yo. Is it good? I'll let you guys tell me. Till then, I
Stop
will
their
get
advance.
on with making the wall. So this is the backing wall like you're supposed to use in defense because this is, I think, in my opinion, this is the best. I
Toxins
think
going
that's
up.
the wall, right? Yeah, this is the best because it gives you this tiny pocket and yep, it is.
Toxin screen
Again.
down.
Are you serious? Hold on, chat. Okay, I think I have fixed it for sure now. Like, if this doesn't fix it, I don't know
Toxins going up.
why it's there. But okay, sorry. I killed myself. We will go back and we will make the wall. Okay. So you make this wall like this because you get that tiny pocket, but also, you know, and this is very niche. Also, I really like it. Any extra advantage is a great advantage. Also,
Toxins going up.
if someone TPs in, this decays them. Like you can't TP in without this decaying you. You will hit this for sure. So it's pretty cool. And I like the extra like just power it gives. Hey Sumit, is it still cracking, guys? It really should not still be cracking. But yeah, so this Viper wall, it gives you instant control over the showers. More importantly, if someone just tries to take the showers, right? For example, if someone tries to just force the showers with a lot of utility, it's okay. You can completely give it up because what this Viper wall is now giving you is the free cover to just play this angle. You're never going to get pushed from because your wall is here, and you can just hold down this angle and prevent a push, or you can volley it. Like the way Viper hold down showers is the reason most pro players play in there. Little bit.
Toxins going up.
The second really amazing use of this wall is if a Viper is pushed very aggressively, right? For example, now a Viper was trying to play showers, but they just rushed her, and she realized they're rushing her, so she puts on the wall, and she comes back, she tries holding this angle, make sure she doesn't get pushed, she just wants to not die, or she could go to heaven. The point is, once she's come back, and they've taken this side, they're probably over here, if they're doing a normal rush, or over here, if they're doing a showers rush. If they're doing a normal rush, all you have to do is put this up. One of your team goes to clear that. One of your team goes to clear this side. And by the time this team is done clearing the side, that on clearing you walls, and then you turn off the wall and you peek this part together. Instantly, in one swoop, like three tactical moves, it clears off. My voice is cracking a bit. Why does this happen? Let's see. Hi, Rig. What's up? Hold on. I think that should fix ideally. Yeah, I feel like that fixes it. But let's see.
Toxins
Okay.
going up.
Anyways, so this wall in three, like it sort of splits up the site. Now with this wall, you can hold on. Turn on wall.
Toxins going up.
So in a retake with this wall, instead of normal retake where you would come in here, one team would clear your halls, one team would try to clear it, but they would have issue from here. So even if you got a smoke over here, someone over here could just swing, or someone in you halls itself can swing. And by the time your team comes to trade, they have more than enough time to turn around, right? So what Viper really gives you is the ability to break up map. Hopefully fixes it. Sorry about that, chat. Your voice cracking up. Yeah, Cruiser. Hey, Cruiser. But yeah, you have a freaking bad voice. Calp, it's just my soft functioning, man. I am not really sure why. I was just on the analyst desk a couple of hours back and it was absolutely fine. But yeah, give me a second. I will figure it out. Okay. Okay. I hope it's better now. I am really unsure why, but honestly, I'd like to get on with it because I don't think we have enough time. And yeah, I'm I'm too much of a normal guy to know exactly what's wrong. It's good. It's better now. Okay, I hope it got better. I think I fixed it. I think the issue is with the noise suppression somehow, but I don't really know how because I turned it off. So let's see. Anyways, so yeah, that's Viper on A. Go to
Toxins
Viper
going
on
up.
B.
30 seconds left. 10 seconds left.
See you crawl. I'll choke their sight.
Is it better now, chat? I hope it's better now. Viper on B though. So let me go over to the A side because see, Viper is primarily strong at A, so she pretty much only plays A. But there are a few ways you can play B. So you come over here. Wait, no, what am I doing? Like, so you come over here and you set up the wall like that. So this is wall number 1, and this is a very puggy wall, not good in pro tournaments, which is why you don't see it. But if a team is really hard rushing you at hookah a lot, you can use this wall to sort of control both a shot. Ow. So both a shot as well as hookah together. See, you're looking like Lord Batura. I'll take that as a compliment, man. Thank you. Lord Batura looks pretty dope. So same wall. This lets you just keep control of shot and both of the shots at the same time, and it gives you a little extra damage if you ever have to leave it and play hookah. The problem with this is that you have to put your smoke over here, and that's not very good because like this smoke is just a free opportunity for someone to flash. They take the DK, but the flash itself should be enough to kill you, which is why this wall is also not very good. Now, one sec, I need to die. I need to die to show you guys a new wall. One sec.
Toxin screen down.
We will go to the top of the tower and say hi.
Thrifty.
XD. Okay, so no. The second wall you can do, which is pretty good, and sometimes I think you see VLT or other teams like that using it, is right here. What? It's more directly for hookah. So as you can see, it goes through hookah.
Toxins
Turn
going
it
up.
off. Okay, that's not the right wall. But the point is, it goes through hookah over here and long over here. So it offers you a double safety net. You cover B, but this is not as good for the A side because it's tiny and it has a tiny hole where they can peek out from. As you can see, it's like this tiny gap where they can peek at you from. You see from this side, like they can pixel peek this tiny gap. I think even if you put it from right here, it's still not as effective as that one, or more likely, the best option for the Viper is just to do this smoke.
Poison orb emitting.
So you do that smoke. You can do it slightly better, but this smoke is the best play for a shot. This man said XDI. What are you talking about? But okay, guys. So I'm going to switch over again, and the entire point I'm trying to make you understand here, right, is that Bind was always played as a map with power points, but power points that had to be forced, not power points that had to be sort of sneaked away. That's the difference in the meta right now. Teams are way more into mind games where this denial of information that Viper like plays with, even her ultimate, for example. If you have her ultimate in the side or defense, this is the common ultimate position. Or even better, on the attack, when you have her ultimate, a very common position that teams do is, let me pull that back. They ult from right here. So it goes up all the way to here and you get full control up to your spike plant position. So you can spike plant right here. You can actually do that ultimate slightly better. 1 second. So you do that ultimate like that. And it's slightly better because now you get the entire tube as well. So you can plant here, you can clear out the tube, and then your team can either clear out backside or your team can clear out elbow and long. And usually you expect teams to clear out elbow and long because if this guy is planting over here, then he might get shot at from elbow and long. Whereas backside, the person with him itself can just post up. Like if you get shot at from backside, whoever is with you can trade it out easily. So your duelists are expected to clear out elbow and long. But the entire point of this is how much information it denies. Even if I want to fake it with a Viper ultimate, like if I have a Viper ultimate in one round, I tell my Viper, hey tu jaake, you go ult here, you just fake site here, put like say you ult here, you drop down, make some noise, put a molly there, and just play for here. Just hold on, don't die. By then the rest of the team will be able to take full A control and get in. Can you do Viper on split after this? Yeah, sure. Viper's more like a Santia bind, not seen. Yes, I 100% agree. In fact, yesterday there was a team, what is that team's name? Team Valor, yes, Team Valor. Yesterday there was a team playing called Team Valor who played Viper as a solo controller on Bind, and I did not like it at all because she just doesn't have enough utility. Like everything I'm describing about her is effectively a sentinel, but the difference between her and normal sentinels is that while normal sentinels are played to sort of get information, Killjoy, Cypher, not really Sage. Sage is more like the classic sentinel, but like Cypher, Killjoy, both information-based agents. Viper is an information denial agent. Like that's why she's a controller. She's a sentinel that is a controller that works as a sentinel because she dabbles in the information game because of her abilities. Do you think ROG 5 can beat iPhone 12 in performance? So, BOD gamer, I have no idea, man. But yeah, why not? I have no idea, but to be perfectly honest, I am the Valorant coach, not the tech review guy. Okay, so Viper on Split, we'll do this. Then we'll go over to one particular game so that we can look at a few of the plays. We'll go over to one old game and I'll show you how Europe used to use Viper before. And we'll go over to a new game and we'll see the difference. We'll try to understand how the meta has really adapted. Playing only Viper puts so much load on monetization. If Viper dies, defense can be tough. Yeah, exactly. See, about to get sued. XD. That'll be unfortunate if I get sued.
My ultimate is ready.
But then again, anyways, so Viper on Split. Yeah, let me go over to the CT side first. Sorry, T side first, not CT. So this is the best wall in my opinion for Viper on Split in general. Like you don't have to do this particularly exactly. Like you can change up this. You can, if you want to just set it up at the start of the round and then play around it. You can just do this one. One sec. And this is my favorite for Viper on Split because it enables lurking a lot. So usually people who are playing that angle will get stopped. People from heaven will not be able to see you. People from here will not be able to see. The only angle you have to clear is here. That you can just sort of sneak up and clear on shot. You get Pika's advantage too when you're clearing this angle. So it works very, very well. And more importantly, once you're over here, you can slowly just get into this corner and then pull the toxin screen down and just peek this guy. So you get a free peek on this guy too. He's not really going to be, like he's going to be trying to hold like this, but he can't. This everything just reveals his position. The second wall that I like, and this is really annoying, they need to make it so that Viper can use multiple walls on custom without dying. Pause timer. Yeah, I'll get rid of pause timer. One sec. Oh, the auto respawn is not on.
No one will remember them. Let's go.
Okay, I pause timer. Viper on Split ain't that effective in my opinion, and Sentinel is a better option. I agree only because there's no Sova, so Killjoy becomes ridiculously strong. But the comp I think is the best on Split right now is Astra Viper, Sage, KJ, and like no. Astra Viper, Sage, KJ, and Adulus. So Raze maybe. And I think this is stronger than playing Sky or Breach because like Sky is really good when it's playing against like teams that are tactical. But if you're a team that is very fight oriented, then Sky is not going to be the agent for you. And the way you play the more tactical teams with Viper is absolutely beautiful. Like for example, Sky excels on attack, right? So what you can do is you can play Viper Wall on Heaven, just a simple setup. Okay, this is like one of the most simple setups for Viper. You just do this. You get the wall here. You get the wall on both A entry points. So if they can try to take this, like you like one could argue, hey, isn't this helping the opponents? Like they can move in. And if you do argue that, you can make it a little more greedy. Here, let me show you that wall. Let me die first. I'll show you that wall. एक स्ट्रीम का कितना लेता है सीए 40 लाख सही है you can hold to get wall back if you have cheats on. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you, Aiden. Thank you. I don't have to die anymore. Okay, hold on. So if you think that is not good enough for you, you can go back here. No, not that. You can go back here and do this one. So it's basically the same. The only difference is that it doesn't give you as much coverage on ramps, but it gives you beautiful coverage on shot. So this wall is good when you really want to take the alt-top. You two guys move in, wall on hota hai, ye idhar control leta hai, wo alt-top you start it, and if he sprays anytime towards alt-top, you turn off and you kill them. Do you get the point? That's the difference. This is the defensive wall, this is the aggressive wall. That's why like you have to take aggressive control because you don't have the ramps option. The reason Viper is also really strong, I think, against Sky, particularly on Split, is because you can count off her flashes, right? So, for example, I count like a Sky using one flash in mid. What I'm instantly going to do is try to go upstairs, tell my team, hey, I'm going to hold on to mid. You guys just go away from here. Come here, just ult this. Ulting mid is a strat that like teams don't generally do because it's easy to get pushed in aggressively. Like the angles you have to hold don't really are too open, right? Like here, let me pull this back and show you in general why side ults are better. But against the Sky particularly, I like the aggressive ults, but in general, side ults teams will do something like this. And the reason this is a good ult is because now I know their entry point is this. All I have to do is hold an angle like this, and they can't see me, but I can see them first. Now in mid, the issue that happens is that you don't get any special angles like that because the entry point is huge. Like, see, if I now imagine I'm turning on the wall, I'm coming here and I'm ulting like that. What the Sky will do is just try to flash and rush me instantly, which is why when you ult mid, I think really good against the Sky if you know how to play mind games. You always stay outside the Viper ult till you hear a Sky flash. As soon as you hear the Sky flash pop, you go inside the ult. And if he's playing mind games with you and he's not flashing, you can just sit in this corner. You're not going to get flashed in this corner. You can just stay in, like go in for a second and then pull out again. And this angle is really good because even if they slow walk into heaven like this, your teammate who is holding sight, he can be holding from there or there, will know instantly and they will be decayed. Like, the only reason a team would just walk in and not get punished is they're like too ballsy. So, you know, like, yeah, it doesn't work out. इतना गंदा इंग्लिश बोल रहा है, I mean ऐसे बोल रहा है जैसे चैप्टर पढ़ रहा हो. Okay. Isn't that good English though? But sure. Whatever. The point though, guys, is that it's just easier to play mind games in my opinion with the Sky Flash here, and the biggest like advantage of the Sky, I think, on Split particularly is that with one flash on the Sky here, actually let me switch to the Sky and show you. Sky and. So when I'm playing the Sky and the Viper wall is over here in mid, what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to flash like that. Okay, not that, not that. Try to flash like that, and that one flash, like over here, it flashes everyone. I don't know how to show you a flash while getting flash. The point is the flash will come like here, somewhere in the air, and anyone holding this angle, or this angle, or this angle will get flashed. And as soon as they get flashed, your team will get in aggressively and get control. The better, like the reason Sky Flash is different from Breach Flash is that this is not like I flash and then koi dash karega. If I flash and I get the blinded call, then I know that there's someone here. Then my team will start playing slowly. Like slowly the Jet will move up, he'll try to check this angle. He'll try to make sure that this guy did not anti-flash. So what this guy in the mailroom can do is as soon as he hears Orc out, he can just sit like this. And he won't give information. So the Jet will first start checking this angle while another person will move here and he'll be like walking like this. So one guy watching here, like one guy watching here from this spot, like just moving in, one guy watching this spot from this spot, and they'll move in twos so that as soon as, suppose this guy gets caught by this guy, he will be like swing and try to kill him. That's it. You get the point? So usually 3 guys, not just 2 guys, but that's the idea. Bro, BGMI is not many are streaming, you can watch them. Anyways, so when a Viper is ulted, right, what the Sky will end up doing is he'll flash one ult right here. In the ult, he'll flash, he'll get the info, is it blinded or not. If he doesn't get the info that he's blinded, like I was telling you guys, you can hide, he'll get confused and he'll try to rush. So as soon as you hear that Sky Flash coming through, he'll be like, he didn't hear a blinded, therefore there is no one in heaven. They have to be either here to not get blinded or here or outside the ult, basically, which is here. So he'll think I can rush ult and take control of the ult, but what you can do is just sneak in over here, sit here and wait. Wait this angle, not even this angle, you wait this angle, and as soon as you see their heads pop up here, they're 1 HP, you just have to spray, and they're dead. Or even better, what you can do with the Viper is just molly this. As soon as you hear a Sky Flash coming, you just molly this and they can't take control at all. But 3 mid will leave the extreme. You're not playing 3 mid. Oh, you mean with Sky? Yeah, you play 3 mid always. With Sky, you have to take mid control. At least as your default. Obviously, in the other parts of the map, you can take control in certain rounds. But the default for Sky will always be mid control because, look, when we flash here, we get info for 3 sightlines, okay? When I flash here, how much info do I get? I get info if someone is in garage and if someone is speaking here. And that also I can't be sure. If this guy is in garage, okay. Once I get info, I'll clear garage, then I'll find out, oh, okay, someone was speaking here. But by the time I clear garage, this guy could have been gone or he could be, like, it's not guaranteed info. And same on A. The flash info, like, value is best on mid because one flash will give you, like, right here if you flash, It'll give you info about that guy, that guy. So you can slowly clear these guys together, and then once you reach this place, you go for a flash here, and you move in there. And then, or you can just go for a flash mid vents and move in there. Like, then your Astra will be fake smoking here, and you just walk in here, take full vents, and then play the game. Sky is about, like, taking bits of the map piece by piece. Breach is about, like, using the flash to get a kill, make a play, you know. Sky is more of a tactical playmaker, Breach is more of a combo playmaker, if that makes sense. अरे सच बताऊं, ऐसा लग रहा है कि कोई बोरिंग टीचर लेक्चर दे रहा हो. Board gamer, how would you know? Have you been in lecture? I'm kidding, man. Irrespective though, that's pretty much it, guys. Like, I like the Viper on Split, but it's okay to not play Viper on Split if you are a team that is much more aggressive. Like, you know why Icebox Viper is so important, or Breeze Viper, because it's a big map. Split a very small map, so the Viper wall doesn't get as much value as it gets on other maps, and that's why it's okay to sacrifice the Viper on Split, is my opinion. Alright, now I'll show you one of the old Viper plays so you understand the difference. And before someone gets confused, let me just clarify the reason I'm going over Viper so much is because she controls the current meta. Oh my god, that's not. Ignore chat. Alright, camera is here. Okay, so let me, one sec. So let me go over here. Let me go over to matches. And let me pull up a FPX game. Perfect. So FPX, I'm gonna pull up a game. Icebox. Actually, hold on. Let me try to find a split or bind FPX Viper game. Go to Angel. Match history. Actually, can't I just select Viper? No, I cannot. No, this is too recent, guys. One sec. This is the match we just checked. So let's check this map. I think against Guild they played Viper, if I remember correctly. Nope. I don't need to do this. I'm so. FX Angel, Viper, bind. What? How is there not a single video on Angel's Viper highlights on Bind? I want to show you Bind particularly because it's the true old Viper meta, like way back in the day, before Viper was even considered to be decent. Fnatic also played Viper, so this might be a good match. Yes, there we go. Okay, Mystic Viper, I'll take it. So I need to go to this one. And we will show you guys. Let me pull up chat. Sorry, I missed a lot of chat. What do you think about Yoru as an agent? Once. Oh my god, that's loud. That's loud. That's loud. What do you think about Yoru as an agent? Where should he be used? Breeze, I think definitely a good. Breeze ke kuch strats diye. Breeze, okay, we'll get to Breeze. I'll end it off with Breeze for you guys. But I think in general, Yoru will be a very good pick on Breeze. Because the noise factor especially won't add on. But yeah. Where is the... Wait, why did it take me to Fnatic versus Team Liquid? Did Fnatic versus FPX happen later? Yeah, I click FPX versus Fnatic and get taken to Fnatic versus Team Liquid. This is quarterfinals. VLR, why you do this to me? Oh, there we go. I think we got it. Oh, it's not available. It's okay, we will find it. FPX versus Fnatic bind. Yeah. I think this is it. I think this is it. Yes, Mystic Viper. Perfect. So see, Mystic Viper, same wall but different usage because they're playing with the Brim, right? You can use the spike as backup. Oh, I didn't know that. What do you think about Cypher and Agent where he should be used? He's a really good agent. He just needs a buff, man. The fact that his traps die after he dies is, I think, too much of a nerf. I think they should make it back to when like the traps sort of don't die after he dies. Anyways, so look at the compositions, right? Fnatic has solo duelist, FPX has solo duelist as well. The difference is they're playing double initiator. These guys are playing double controller, so they're playing Viper Brim. The FPX, like Fnatic and FPX, have been teams that are onto the meta way before. This is like so far back. This is Challenges 2. Like 3-4 months back before double controller was really in even, and which is why you can see them playing very differently. Normally you see the Viper itself playing here so that she can use the wall damage with the toxic bite to really get, but back then the DK wasn't instant, so you could, it was better playing her in another place with like the smoke, I believe, that she's gonna put into hookah, so her teammate can use the wall there and she can play safe. So they would jiggle, like whenever her team is going aggressive, she would play defensive because she's not going to use her smoke, and whenever they're playing defensive and they've taken shower control, she'll use her smoke and make sure hookah isn't pushed up. Now she can't do that anymore because she gets a lot more value just holding it down by herself, and she's a lurker now. Before she was purely an anchor. So that's one of the main things. Like, let me go a little ahead and let's see another round. Eurus kit is really bad. I mean, those foots are really useless. Abhyuti, I don't think the foots are useless. I think the foots have just not been used properly. Like, if you think about it, like a Cypher, okay? Like, think about it. B Cypher site right here. If I use Yoru footsteps, 100 rupee footstep can clear out a Sentinel's utility, you know? And that's why he's so good on Breeze, because in general, teams are going to be very struggling with the audio cues a lot in Breeze, and he's just going to help them a lot with that. Why is this muted?
Say, do you have some better weaponry?
Why is this muted?
Say, do you have some better weaponry?
Why is this? Echo? Sorry. Okay, anyways, this is the buy round. So we'll go back a little and I'll show you how like Fnatic actually played the buy round, right? So they haven't won the first 2 rounds, so they've got the buys, and because of the shower pressure that they're facing initially, they're going to move the Viper back. So now she's going to play the classic Viper role that we expect. The smoke will come here and they're going to use the sky to take information here. Now, the reason I'm showing you this here is because just notice how the Viper is playing right now, and I'll show you a newer map where, say, the Sentinels are playing Viper and how she's playing it there. That's the difference between the old meta and the current meta, because the old meta was always about taking information from your opponents. Like you can see here, this Sky Flash comes out, Long is Flash, the peak comes in, they get a kill. Even if they don't get a kill, the point is they get this entire area for free, and that's information gained. Now just remember that, okay? Because I'm going to change the matchup and we are going to go over to Masters Reykjavik. We're going to go to matches and we're going to play... wait. I want the finals. There we go. So we just go to the grand finals. And now you can pick a map and I'll show you how, like, for example, if I go to Split, right, where Fnatic are still playing Viper, I don't think, yeah, so I'll actually just show you Bind, because that way we get to compare it directly. But now you'll see a big difference in the fact that Fnatic are actually denying control, trying to deny control rather than actually playing for control. And that's because of the Astra. That's because of how much power she provides in terms of being a controller. Astra is a beautiful anchor and she takes the burden off of Viper to be the anchor. So now Viper can be a lurker. And that's why like double controller has really come into the meta. Someone said to me that FPS is not pure aim and able to out-aim the enemy is just more exciting. I get what you mean, but it is a tactical FPS and I don't think tactical aspect is gonna come in through just pure aim. Like it just doesn't happen. So like, that's why I think I like the way the game is progressing. I actually get to make a really cool announcement today about the game. That's why I can't help smiling, but you'll see later today, guys. Anyways, though, back to this map. And now you can see, because there's a Viper on both teams, first of all, these guys are playing much more defensive with the Viper utility. They're not going to play it for A. you can see Astra already, just anchor Astra. Her job is to just hold on. See, only one star given for her team because her team is playing for long. The other 2 stars used for herself. And I can fast forward a little bit too. Let me go to the first buy round. And you see something very, very similar. Okay, so see, this is the first buy round for Sentinels. This is Fnatic's bonus round. And again, Astra anchor for Sentinels. They try to take long control, but this time Astra doesn't have a star to give to Viper over here, so Viper is instead playing B short, and I think she'll be playing B short with her smoke. So you can see Mystic is just gonna play hold, and this is the difference. This is like the basic nuance difference between old meta and new meta, where Viper is no longer only an anchor. She still can play the anchor position. That is when you say both the Viper and Astra playing on A site on bind. Like Viper will play shovels, Astra will play short, and then 3 people will stack up B and just hold. You know? Announcement kidhar hoga? My like stuff, whatever. Yeah, socials. Valorant Ascended videos on Yuri explains how the footsteps can be utilized properly in pro play. Yeah, that's a very good video. I watched that video too personally. Like Yoru is just underused. I don't think he's bad. He is too loud, so that will get fixed soon, hopefully. But yeah, like let's jump into another round, right? Let me just skip this round itself and show you guys one more round of when the change happens, like when the Viper has the ultimate and how she's used. And it's all about information denial. Okay, like this round, you see. So this round is a true buy round, and they know that. Like both the teams know that both the teams will have full weapons because they know that Fnatic went for bonus. So they're gonna change up the strategy. They expect in a full buy round. They don't want to fight these close range fights for Sentinels anymore. They don't want to take that close control. So Astra is going to put the same utility here, which should make the opposing attacking team think that, hey, maybe she's going to play anchor U-Halls, but instead she's playing very defensive in the back of the side, because for her now it's pure anchor just to hold on. Same, Reyna will peek and try to get some info. As soon as she gets, this will get blocked off, and then Reyna will rotate back on, go into Raze's position while Raze goes into U-Hall. So you see Reyna contact is Raze swing right now, and then the Sova is just playing his default. He's just going to try to get information very early with recon dart and make it look like they're taking full long like they were taking in the previous rounds. Now, I love this round. I remember this round, so just watch. So first things first, that lineup is beautiful. The reason it's beautiful is because, see, Sky and Brim have already taken control of the map, right? This lineup will come in. This will, again, cut off one angle, so you know for sure you're denying them info of where you're coming from, but you're telling them that, hey, we don't want to check that angle. Therefore, this team will assume that you're either coming from here and here, and that's why Fnatic do it, because they're like, we're gonna come from both sides. Now, they're trying to push in, right? They get the flashes in, but they're stopped. And again, one more lineup to just take off an angle, because they realize that if the Astra is playing U-Hall, this wall itself will cut her off. But there's another position that someone could be playing other than the Astra or the Astra, which is that. So they smoke off the site, they smoke off heaven, and they clear off that angle, which only leaves this one angle where the Astra has to go, which gets Brimstone ulted. Like, this is so perfectly choreographed. Like, this is why I love this round. You just see the way they layer the utility, right? It's about, like, I'll move you from here, and that's why the Viper is so, the double controller is so strong in the meta. They're not even playing Astra, they're playing Brimstone. But what they're doing with Brimstone as compared to Astra is that he becomes now a solid anchor. Like, he's purely the anchor. Astra can play as different roles, but Brimstone can't really lurk or anything. Brimstone is a pure anchor, and in the attack he becomes useful because now he's cut off this smoke, this smoked, and now Viper has lined up this and lined up that. So they don't need to check any of this. They just waltz straight in because of the wall, and they take full control. Nothing to check. Nothing to check whatsoever. This bench, only one thing left. And they're like, you know what? Nobody's here. Therefore, the only place they can be is in the back of the site. Sky also, the ultimate tells them, but like, the ult is just perfect because it doesn't let the heaven guy peek too. They get full control. Tens goes ham. That's completely different. Just the way the utility is choreographed is absolutely beautiful. After this, they need to play aggressive post plans because their Viper doesn't have Snakebite anymore, so they can't play on lineup, and they do exactly that. They play very aggressive post plans and they get the kill, and they don't really allow a retake. A retake is coordinated. That wasn't coordinated, so well played by Fnatic. And that's the biggest difference in the new meta and the old meta. In the old meta, what you would have seen is same wall, same smokes, but not the toxic bites. You would have seen the toxic bites saved for the lineup in the post plant, because what they would have done is flash this guy and just the Rays would double satchel rush onto the truck here and then try to get control of backside from truck. So then that's where the Astra really comes in, because Astra is the newer in the meta. Raze can't double satchel anymore. Raze will get gravity weld as soon as she tries to double satchel. So instead, they're just clearing Astra's position first and then walking in slowly, and works out perfectly. Have you seen Sean Garris talking about Yoru? I have. Sean Garris is one of my favorite like analysts in general. Dan wanted to play some Valo with me. Yeah, for sure. Can play some Valo. I forgot about Breeze, so I'm actually going to go in game and talk to you guys about Breeze real quick, because I know you want to talk about Breeze, and I think that'll be the perfect way to also go into like the end part of our stream, because that's what the current meta is now all about. It's not just about teams playing to the best of their capabilities in maps, but you have to, as an esports team, you have to prepare a map pool. You know, you have to sort of get multiple maps ready, and doing that becomes much easier if you're running similar compositions on every map, which is why what people are going to play on Breeze is sort of playing into what they're playing now. And on Breeze, the meta is either you play Viper controller, you can play Omen, or you can play Astra. Both have advantages and disadvantages. Or you play Sova Sky with Viper. It has to be Viper. The reason double controller I find is the best is because Viper solo controller is not bad on Breeze, but it's not perfect. It's not, yeah, that's the best way to say it. It's just not perfect. You think about all this when you play compy yourself? Not really, man. I mean, I don't think about so much in detail, because I know the other players aren't going to think about so much in detail. But yeah, my strongest aspect in compy is not my aim, it's my reads. I can predict what the other player is going to do. Discord VC Cub. What do you mean?
My ultimate is ready.
Okay, so here. So the reason Viper is ridiculously strong on this map, right? And I've found myself trying to pick Viper, but I don't always do it, is that there's no perfect walls yet, but this is my favorite wall right now, because you set up this wall and you get so much value. You see, you cut off, like, I'll show you. One sec, I'll show you. So not only do you cut off this angle, like whoever might be holding, or if some guy is playing mid and he hears the push is coming, he might be holding this angle, or if some guy is playing tunnel and he's opened the door, you know, so some reason this guy is playing over here, you cut off this angle. You also, and this is my favorite part, cut off this angle. They can't see you from here. Like, I'll show you, wait, hold on. They can't see you. Like, if you're walking like this, they can't see you. They can't see you at all, and you get all the way here, and as soon as you take it down, you only have to clear, like from right here, you have to clear one, you have to clear two. Only two angles, and that's beautiful, because this part, if someone is playing, I don't know why they would be playing, there's just no reason. And what you can do is, as soon as you get control all the way till here, you can put up the smoke here and you can plant here, because while I'm planting over here, the only guy who can shoot at me is this guy. Nobody's going to shoot at me from here, because that's where I came from. Only this guy can shoot at me, and this plant is really good for lineups as well. I don't know the exact lineups, okay, but I'm going to try to do it anyways. I think it's somewhere like that. I don't know the lineups, guys. I'm probably going to mess it up, but it's going to be... Never mind. It was not even close. XD. The point is, you can do lineups from there, or you can do lineups like that. Little deeper. So like, little deeper. Yeah, you can do that, and it's easy to play on lineups post plant, because retaking A is very, very hard. The best way to retake A is to sort of take back this area, and this area is so easy for you to control because of the toxic wall. The other way they can retake is try to force clear these pyramids out completely and then come here, but this is like death wall against this Viper wall exactly, because that guy can peek over there, and you can have someone playing over here who's just swinging over here. This guy can just jiggle peek, swing, jiggle peek, swing. And this is why I like Omen on this map, because Omen can play these off angles and then TP out to that position. Sorry, which is why I think Omen might have a chance. See, now they can't defuse in the roof. Nice, I know. I missed it. Discord, talk show, come, Masala, and some Valorant. Soon. I have Amos server reads around point most of the time. Yeah. Now they can't defuse on the roof. What roof? What roof? You can also like do this one. I think like you have to go a little bit back and throw it works. Yeah, it works. If you're going to die and you don't want them to plant the spike, this is a pretty good lineup because there's a wall and it comes back down fast. So that's one Viper wall which is really good. But then this is why I think
Toxins going up.
in general split will be Viper's best map.
Toxin screen down.
How do I? Oh, I picked up the wall. Nice. So you come here, and then this is still under construction, but I really like this wall. This is not like 100% done yet, but this wall I really like because of two reasons. Now, one reason is that I'll tell you the obvious reason first. So the obvious reason is that for your team who is trying to go on to B, this cuts off this. Like your team, if you have a Sky, you should have a Sky by the way. Sky is the best agent on this map. Sky, you flash over here, and your flash will tell you blinded only if someone is here. Like they will not be hiding here and try to go after the wall. No. There will be no person here very likely. So you only have to clear here after Sky flashing. And then the second reason is that where your team is entering from right there, this angle CT cutting off is huge. So your Omen or Astra can focus on clearing backside. So you either paranoia this and rush and take backside for yourself while the wall is closed. Then once you've taken backside, the wall will be opened and then you can take the site itself. The second biggest reason, and this is the big brain reason, is that once the Cypher walls are here, the option to lurk is just ridiculously good. And if your team gets a plant down, right? I don't know the lineup again, but there is a lineup from here. Like, let's see where that landed.
Screen down.
Okay, you see my point? It came all the way here. Like, you can easily set up a lineup for this spot or this spot. Like, any of the pyramid spots. Like, this spot is ideal because, like, you can't shoot from here. So, for this spot, there is an easy lineup for here. She can look wherever she wants. She can, like, put her... I put the smoke there. But you can put the smoke here. You can lurk here. You can chill inside the smoke. You can play... once you put up the wall, you can rotate all the way here and then start going into the tube and then come all the way behind them. Like, since you get all this information and your team already knows that the players who are trying to stop B are here, here, and here. So your team is clearing those angles already. Now you can stop rotations from A, which are coming from here, and you can also get audio cues. So she becomes a perfect lurker. Hey, Trans, you want to come in? Aja, we'll get an ROG Academy player on and we'll take some Q&A and then we'll be done. That'll be the perfect ending. I'm going to come on our ROG Discord, Trans. You come. If there any of the other team comes, come. Array, Trans is too tired. Trans just played a match. Did you guys win, Trans? Please tell me you guys won. BO3 kill dead. RIP. Hi, VRK. What's up, man? So that's the second wall. The third wall is this one.
Toxins going up.
Hello?
Toxin screen down.
Okay. So the third wall is you take site like this and then you just do this. That's one wall. Or you can do... Not that. Not this. You can't go there. You need to go like perfect. So you do this so that you get this also. And you get cut off here. So whenever you're entering here, again you focus backside. You clear off, and then you play for CT. The reason I really like this wall, this one for the B, is because so a lot of Jets who play on this map, they play op over here. So it sort of cuts them off. I can make it a little steeper actually. We'll be back one sec. Yes, 2-1. Okay, nice. Okay. So you do it like that. That is better. So thoda left mein hoega. The point is, it cuts off her angle, jet angle over here. She has to play like this angle, and you can pre-fire this angle very, very easily because it's a tiny like spot. Like here, I'll show you. So you're playing Vandal, right? She can't see you immediately. All you have to do is just pre-fire that. Pre-fire that and they're dead. Does Astra have more powerful utility? The moment it seems Astra has been chosen over. Yes, so Astra has more powerful utility. So whenever you have this Viper execute coming, right, what an Astra will do is she'll gravity well over here and she will, sorry, no, I would say she should gravity well over here and then concuss over here. So your team can move in like this and they can take full control over here while one person comes in from there. What the Omen gives you though, and that's why I like Omen with Yoru in this map. So if I have Yoru, I will put my TP over there. From here, over there I will put. Then I will wait for my Omen to get ready. He will flash over here. So he'll flash like this. And when the Omen flashes in the Yoru TPs, because of the paranoia, you can't hear the Yoru flash. So the Yoru will be there, they're all blinded, and the rest of the team moving in. The Yoru's job is simple, just like hit. And obviously, like, they can't spam the Yoru E position, which is why sometimes you should just not TP. They're expecting you to TP. That's when you should not TP and you should just walk in and they'll be spamming that ult spot. TP spot. Giveaway. Harshpi sahi hai bhai, giveaway. But yeah, this is why Viper is really strong. But like you can see, even positions like this, it would be nice to have a smoke. Like if you can get a smoke for say this angle right here, like this angle, if you get a smoke here, this guy, all you have to do is you have to just walk in and win one trade, like one fight over here, you win, and you get full control. Because this guy, you can't peek, this guy has to fight over here. He cannot try to escape, and you also get a free plant. That's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to hop on to Breeze real quick to show you, but let me go back to our standard display. Oh no, wrong display. There we go, right display. Oh no, the chat has escaped me. Okay, let's pull back chat. How about chat? And yeah, we're back. So I'll wrap it up, like sum it up, not wrap it up. See, the reason what we wanted to talk about today, and also I'll tell you about our team. Like I'll tell you, for example, what our team was playing today in Bind, which is the same idea, like the whole denial of information. When is the prediction thing? Yes. You think Brim needs cooldown smoke as he isn't useful for much games? Happens Molly Lanas the off. Cooldown smokes will make him broken. But yeah, you guys can ask me anything you want now. This is basically a Q&A while I just show you one last thing that is going to sum it up for me instead of me having to sum it up. Not this map, not this map. No, not this map, not this map. Wait. Huh? ROG Academy का game कहाँ गया? Okay, irrelevant. We'll go to the older. No, this doesn't have bind. Feels bad, guys. There is no ROG Academy game here. I guess the stream just ended and it hasn't been uploaded. But that's whatever. The point I was trying to make is that we are also trying to play around the more information denial. Like, you have to also learn how to gain information where you're not giving them. Like, in the sense that if your Viper isn't getting any push happening in bind in B, then that means you know that it's very likely that the lurker is there over at B, which means it's possible that it's going to be a 3-stack at A trying to get some information. Like, sorry, 3-stack at B trying to get information while your Viper is just sitting at showers and they have a lurker in showers. Or they could be playing Sova default showers, and that makes you know that they prioritize showers a lot, which tells your team that you can push aggressively on the other side of the map. Viper is all about denying information, but pro play is all about getting information. So the way they use the Viper is you deny information on one side and you just be like, no, you cannot come here, while the rest of your team makes resources, like good usage of resources on the other side of the map and takes control. Like you'll see regularly the Sova droning D long, the Phoenix pushing in, all this from defensive side. From attacking side, obviously the Viper, again, same idea. Like the normal wall we see over on A side cuts off like the hookah angle, or the normal wall that we see that cuts off the right hand side of the side, like sort of splits it in two, all about information denial, where the Viper can be the lurker, just slowly walk in, you know. I think that's what our team is also slowly trying to pick up, and we're getting there. Sentineljeet guy, you have to tour. Yeah, I will. I'll be getting back to normal streaming very soon, guys. As soon as the big announcement is done, I will be back. But today it's all about ROG Academy, and yeah, man, Trans just came from a 2-1 game. These guys have been doing, in my eyes, very, very well. because they're a brand new team and they haven't played with each other before, so they're getting used to each other. But they're challenging the best, and they're already making a stake for top 10, if not top 5. And that's amazing. So, like, props to ROG for letting us do this. Props to the ROG Academy players for making this happen, and props to TC for getting me on board for it. Like, it's been an amazing opportunity to that. Working is normal streaming. Yeah, why not? It's content, right? Content is normal streaming. That's the idea. Can we not talk about this here though, guys? Let's talk about the current meta and what we're here to. If you have any questions, go for it. If not, we will wrap it up. But that's the gist of it. Like, for anyone who did not catch the full stream, to give you a sort of index of what happened was, I first talked about the older meta, which is the screen you can see on the map right now, where Omen was the only controller dominating the meta, and therefore wasn't really viable to play multiple controllers, because Omen's style of playing a controller is about denying angles so you can play aggressively, not about denying information as much, more about taking information from your team, which is where Astra Viper, a lot more sort of sentinel controllers rather than the Omen, who is an initiator controller. I would say these agents make the meta a lot more defensive rather than aggressive. When do you think no duelist meta will come in India? Enigma plays no duelist meta, Kush, actually, but I think it's already here. But in general, I don't think it will ever come, because even the NA, it's not there. But Breeze, G plays no duelist on Breeze, so maybe we'll see teams playing no duelist. I don't think Breeze no duelist map personally, but I could see why teams want to play no duelist on Breeze, because it's a very slow map anyways. You don't really need duelists to create space. You can create space with like a Sage or like a Sky. You can deny angles with the Viper. So don't necessarily need a duelist, but you could really use a duelist if it makes sense. Well, no on all maps. Enigma, what? Not on, yeah, no. No duelist on all maps will never happen. It will never happen. Jet on Icebox too good, or like something like a Phoenix or a Yoru or Reyna on Haven too good, and just won't happen. Yeah, no duelist is not great in general. I played a compy game with no duelist on Platinum. We lost bad. XD. Feels bad. But yeah, no duelist is very, very hard, guys. And which is why it will never be like all maps meta. That it will just never happen. It's just way too hard to be all maps meta. It can be a good counter to the meta, but not the meta itself. Like, that's the issue with no duelist in general. Alright, let me pull that out. There we go. Yeah, so I was saying, I talked about this, and I talked about the current meta, which is more, here, let me pull that up. Reykjavik meta, which is a lot more diverse, as you can see. After which I proceeded to explain that the reason of this is that, as I was saying, Astra Viper more sentinel controllers, and they're what dominate the meta. They're the agents you build your team around. Like, and in general, that's why you can see a resurgence of Sky as well. Like, because of Viper wall type smokes and the fact that you have two controllers, Sky is better than Breach, who, as you can see, is kind of useless. Like, nobody plays him on Ascent. One or two teams play him on Haven, and that too because Newton playing the old meta. Then Bind, okay, I would say he's kind of viable, but then again, old meta, and Breach, again, Newton playing old meta. So Breach is completely out because it's more of a controller meta, and Breach wants to, like, Breach is good when there are not too many smokes, because then you can flash angles and clear it out. When there is a lot more smoke, Sky is way better because you can sort of, her flashes can go in any place, whereas Breach flashes can only go through certain angles because you can't just stand out in the open and flash walls. In India, Cypher is getting low gameplay. Any reasons for that, or just utility of KJ is better? No, it's because of the current meta, right? Because Cypher is brilliant at getting information, but you see a lot of teams, even on Haven now, they play KJ because KJ, it's not like KJ is bad at getting information. She's just good at getting information and holding and doing damage at the same time. Cypher is not about damage. Cypher is pure information. He gives you a lot more information than KJ. And in a meta where there's Viper and Astra especially dominating, Cypher becomes a little redundant because you can't really combo with Astra anymore. You're playing a very different game from the Astra is doing as compared to the KJ, who can, like, you can play Alarm Bot with Molly setup on a Gravity Well, and that's a guaranteed, like, at least half, like, health bar. And that's amazing as well. River Vandal is coming back on the 22nd. Let's go, Pog. I'll buy it for my birthday. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I maybe will buy it for my birthday. Let's see. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. let me know if you have any questions other than that in general. Return of Yoru will be back soon. I believe it. I know it. Astra Viper, I think, will continue dominating meta at least for another month till the new agent like gets into pro play. I think the new agent will have a lot of effect on Astra Viper because he's an initiator. I think that new agent with like something like a breach will bring back the aggression meta, you know. So Jet breach, maybe like a triple initiator, like where you have Jet breach, Sova, KO, and an Omen. Because Omen is necessary for the aggressive. You can even play the Astra if you want a lurker, really. But the triple initiator meta is something that I could definitely see coming through. Especially on something like Split, where I think that agent will be really good, or even something like Bind, where or Breeze, very good example. Okay, Breeze, where information is so damn important. You can even replace that Jet with like a Sage if you really want to go no duelist and play like full utility. Breach, Sova, and that initiator. Breach, of course, for Breeze, I'll replace Breach with Sky, but the same idea. You can play a lot of sort of info based playstyle. Now it's about denial of info and using that denial to take control somewhere else. But I think soon the meta will become more about just upfront info gathering. And then you'll see, you know, like in the old meta, you used to see these teams that as soon as they get info, like if you have a good recon which tells you where they are, they're extremely ruthless and quick. They just get into sight and they get rid of everyone. So I think that meta will come back soon. Sage Astra combo work in Ascent as Godlike tried it last week. It's a decent combo, but you need your Sage to be Battle Sage. That's the only way it works in my opinion. Kush. But yeah, guys, that's all. That's current meta Valorant 101 for you. Like in compy games, I would tell you to, as much as possible, don't play the new meta because it's very, very hard. Unless you have a 5-stack, then definitely play the very new meta because if you have good comms, it beats everything. You don't even need good aim with the new meta. You just need a smart tactical brain sense, like which you saw, like in that Fnatic round I showed you, for example, just tactically understanding one point after another, and it just works very, very well. But yeah, try it out. Someone maybe buy me Reaver Vandals. No, I'm kidding. Subscribe to the ROG YouTube channel and hit the like button, man. Just show your appreciation for not just this, but to the ROG Academy team as well. I don't know if their socials are there, but yeah, go find them, follow them, all of the shiz. Just thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. I know you guys haven't seen me in a while, so I hope this was a bit of a, how do I say this, compromise? But yeah, we'll be back soon. Don't you worry. And yeah. Just play Omen the best and let other people use Jet without. Sahi hai. And 10k do Omen, outplay DL. Huh? 8:30 now, huh? 8:30 will announce. I'm not coming on stream or anything, but I will announce what it is. And yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go off for now. We'll be back with this on 17. Monday, I think Monday or Tuesday, we are going to be back with one of this. So share the info with your friends, share the stream if they didn't catch it live. Tell them that we'll be back on Monday, Tuesday. And for that, Monday, Tuesday, I'll actually try to get 1 or 2 more players and we'll focus a little bit more on ROG Academy rather than the meta maybe. We'll let you know. But yeah, just follow up and we'll see you there. Bye-bye.